I remember the story of Esau in the Bible. He too was hungry like Jesus was hungry here. And there was no food for him also. Esau. You remember Esau now? The brother of Jacob. This guy was very hungry. The Bible says he came back from his work and he got to the house. There was no food for him. No food. No food. How many of us have had that experience before? You are very hungry and you are coming home with the mind that, food must be ready for me. You get there and there's no food. You have experienced it before? Well, me, I experienced it a lot. I know you people are holy. You don't have problem with food. But me, I like food a lot. How come there's no food? Sometimes you feel like you can slap the person who said food is not ready. Has it happened to you before? Don't worry, you are spiritual. Me, I'm not that spiritual. I feel like slapping. Hey, can you say there's no food? That was what happened to Esau. He got there. There was no food to eat. And he could not wait. He just could not wait. While there was no food for him, somebody else was cooking his own food. It's like your neighbor is cooking when there's no food in your house. And brother Esau left his own house and went to the other man's house. And he said, we didn't cook this food for you. This food is not your food. I made it purposely for myself. Just for my mouth. I'm sorry you cannot join me. And he just cannot take no for an answer. And he kept on negotiating. I want to eat. I want to eat this food. And that one said, okay, I can give it to you, but not for free. Give me your birthright. Give me your destiny. As soon as you give it to me, you eat my food. Say, what is destiny for me? What's the worth of destiny if I have died? Come on, and he ate the food. He traded off his destiny to eat immediately. You know that used to happen to me before. I told you I like food. I like food. Oh. There's something they call meat pie. You know what meat pie is? You people are very early. You don't know meat pie. Oh my God. I used to like meat pie so much. So much. If I pass a place and I bought meat pie there, and the meat pie was good, you can be sure I'm coming back tomorrow. You can be sure I'm coming anytime I pass that place. It became so bad that even when I'm fasting, and I passed the place mistakenly, the moment I get to that venue of meat pie, I will give up my fast. I will break my fast. I said, Lord, you understand. Now go and buy meat pie. And I will eat it. And then I will say, Lord, I'm sorry. Oh. Tomorrow we'll resume that fast. That used to happen to me before. It began before I gave my life to Christ. An insatiable appetite for meat pies. And then, after I gave my life to Christ, it just continued. It just continued. Well, maybe your own is not different. I mean, it's different from my own. Maybe your own is fried meat in the kitchen. Tó ti ń dín nínú ilé ẹ̀ báyìí ó tán ó lè sùn mọ́ wà á máa yọ lọ ní wà á lọ máa yọ jẹ wà á lọ máa jẹ wà á lọ máa jẹ Hello, my jet. Some of us are women. You are the one who is frying the thing. You will be tasting it. You taste and taste and taste until you have eaten half of the meat. Madam is tasting the food. Or maybe you are the husband. You'll be sneaking out. Sneaking out. And eating until you finish everything in one day. Your case is like my case. Don't pretend to be holier than I was. You know, you don't have to steal it before what I'm talking about affects you. The devil did not tell Jesus to steal the stone. No. He said, turn it to bread and eat it. That stone was not somebody else's property. So when we call it temptation, I need you to understand that temptation is broader than the way you see them. Sometimes some of those things are not exactly sinful. For instance, I told you I bought meat pie. I would buy meat pie. With my money, I wasn't stealing those meat pies. I was using my money to buy them. If you are the husband and your wife went to buy meat in the market, was it not you who gave her the money? Oh, you are the woman who went to buy the thing. Why don't you have a right to eat it? So you don't have to steal it before it becomes a temptation. Consumption is a serious matter in our lives. But what I'm trying to let you understand is that there's something about human nature. We have this desire that becomes a god to us. It becomes a controlling force in our life. That pushes you, makes you to do things that you shouldn't have done. You want to meet your need anyhow. That need, that desire that you have, you want to meet it anyhow. A certain lady was traveling to do a course outside the country. And she had a business center. And she felt, okay, the course I'm going to do will take me 2 years plus, let's say 3 years. And then I'll be returning back to Nigeria. So she decided she will keep all her computers so that when she comes back, she has material to start her business back. And then the question was, how do I store these things? Where do I keep them? And for whatever reasons, she decided the best place was to take it to their church. That she can keep it in church because she was a strong member of a church. So she approached the pastor. And for whatever reason, pastor also accepted. So they brought all the computers to the church. About 30 computers. They stored them in the church. And the woman went. After 3 years, she came back. Pastor, I've come. I want to come and carry computer. And so pastor began to dodge her, began to dodge her. I'm busy today. You cannot come today. Yeah. Eventually, the day came. And she got there, there was no computer. Pastor sold all the computer. And he has spent all the money. Then Wahala started. So I got to know and I asked him about it. What happened, Pastor? He said hunger was too much. And because the hunger was too much, he could not look away from the computers. So he sold them to eat. Now, not long story. That story, that experience closed that church. He was in Ibadan here. He closed that church. Pastor had to relocate from Ibadan to another state, far away, Akwa Ibom, to go and start church afresh. Because he spoiled his integrity. Consumption. Consumption. Owó lówó owó ẹni kọ́lọ́ má fi kàn ẹ ní sọ ọmọ mọ̀ pé ẹ ní sọ nísìn iṣẹ́ ìsìn lẹ́ máa ń sọ ìgbà tí mi ò bá síbẹ̀ lẹ́ máa sọ. Now the human appetite is always very strong, and when the pressure comes up, it's always, looks like you could not control it. But if you cannot control your appetite, you are not ready for greatness. If you cannot control your appetite, you can't control your passion, your love, your desire that the flesh is demanding for. You are not ready for greatness.